Thank you for contacting the Waldo County District Attorney's Office. Please listen to our menu options as they may have changed. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you have been charged with a crime and have not had your first court appearance, or have an attorney, we cannot speak with you. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time during this message. To reach a victim witness advocate, please press 1. For restitution payments, press 2. For all other calls, press 3 or stay on the line.
Good morning, DA's office.
Hi, can I ask who I'm speaking with?
My name's Felicia.
Felicia?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sean Floyd, and I am calling about some conditions that were just imposed.
Okay.
And I just want to clarify a couple of things. I am on house arrest, and but there are exceptions. And and also it says that I need to meet, or it says main pretrial if offered. And I don't know how I would find out if that would be offered. Will they contact me, presumably?
Did it say that on your conditions, like a bail bond or?
Yeah, it's RRA 382 I'm referring to, and RRA 381.
Okay, so you're trying to find out if main pretrial is a service that you have in place.
Well, what it says, what I was told, and what it says on both of those forms is main pretrial if offered. And I did the screening with them and all, and I'm good to go with them if they do offer it. But I'm not sure how I will know if they've offered it, if it's been offered. I assume I'll be contacted by them if they're offering it, or should I contact them myself? That's what I'm wondering, I guess.
Yeah. Let me put you on hold for a minute. I'll try to find out for you.
Okay, thanks. And I have another question also.
Okay.
Should I ask that at the same time?
Sure.
It's pretty straightforward. The judge, Judge Walker, when he set forth the bail conditions verbally at court, he said that the exceptions were employment, medical, legal, and going to the grocery store.
Yes.
But in one of the forms, 381, it says house arrest except employment, medical, legal appointments, and grocery store. Now that appointments really shouldn't be in there, because I have to do things like, for example, go to your office, and I might not have an appointment, to drop off a motion or something like that. Or I may have to go to the library. That's the only place in town where I can print things. But that's a legal matter that I would be going there for. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, our office we're not really allowed to give legal advice, and determining the meaning of your conditions would kind of be walking on that fine line. So I'm going to go ask to see if we can clarify the main pretrial piece of this, to see who needs to reach out to who, whether that be you contact their office or if you're waiting on a phone call from them.
Yep.
And I will also see if I can get a general answer to this question. Hang right on, please.
Okay, thank you. Yes, hi.
Thank you for holding. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
So, because we are prohibited from giving any form of legal advice here at our office, we would need you to either contact the court, or you could also start by calling Maine Free Trial, and they would be able to give you that answer whether it's offered or not. That would be the answer to your first question.
Right, okay, yep.
And then Maine Free Trial, if it is offered, would be the place where you would find out more details about, the answers to your other question of what is acceptable and what's not.
Oh, they can answer that for me. Okay. In a way that's official, like in other words, they can determine, yes, it's general legal things like printing at the library, for example, or going to the court even if I don't have a court date, but to drop off forms or what. I mean, they could clarify that part, or at least I could ask them about it, and they might be able to, and I could take it from there.
Yeah, I think you could start by asking them that, and they will lead you in the right direction.
Okay.
Do you want the numbers first?
Yeah, actually, yes, please.
Okay. So the number I have is for Rick Otto.
Yep, I know Rick.
Okay, so his number is 207-322-6345.
Okay, I will give him a call later.
I'm so sorry. 6343, I believe.
6343.
Yeah.
Okay. So 322 still 6343.
Correct.
Okay. And now I just have a couple of other quick things. I really want to avoid reoffending. I've been trying to do that all along. It's difficult when your office does not actually enforce the law, but enforces people's opinions and things like that and whatever. But I mean, that's what you do. So, along with enforcing the law. But my point is, what I'd really like to do is just briefly tell you what my itinerary is today. See, I'm in town. I arrived. I get a ride into town. I have to walk around town, and then I get a ride back in the afternoon. And I explained that briefly to the judge. So he's, the court is aware of this part of it. I arrived in town. I came directly to the co-op, which is a grocery store, which I'm obviously allowed to be at. And I made this call to you. And now I plan to go. I need to go to to Hannaford's to pick up, to do a little more shopping, and also to pick up a prescription. And then I need to stop by the jail on my way. I was hoping, because they have property of mine that I did not get back when I was arrested. It didn't come with me, and when I bailed out, I did not. They didn't have that down at Two Bridges. So I need to. Apparently, it's at the jail here in Belfast still. But I think that's an obvious exception. It's right on my way, and it's the sheriff's department essentially. So presumably that is not going to be an issue, right? I mean, I know you can't give me legal advice, but.
Well, I was going to say, I appreciate you letting me know what you're up to today, but we can't discuss anything like this. And I think what you want to do is come with Maine Free Trial and see what they have to say. They're the
okay,
ones who
I guess I'll just
want to know about this.
I guess I'll call them then. And then one final thing. Katie, who works there in victim services. Could you give her a message for me? Very brief message.
I can.
It's just that I spoke with her a couple times the other day on the phone about how your office is withholding evidence, among other things. And just on a purely human level, I just wanted to apologize for being rude on the phone to her. But I'd like it if you qualify that it is on a purely human level. She seems like a very nice lady. But you all work for an organization that is pretending to be law enforcement, and sometimes is, but is also quite openly engaging in crimes, in constitutional interference of my person. And that is a crime. It doesn't matter what, prosecutorial immunity aside, it doesn't matter. that's still a crime that you're committing. You'll never be prosecuted for it, but that also doesn't matter. So, you know, I might not always be nice with folks in your office, but I just, on a human level, I appreciate you hearing me out and being polite. And that especially goes for Katie, who like I say, was I was just kind of cold to her, let's say. But yeah, if you could just pass that along in some form, I would appreciate it.
I absolutely will.
Yeah, I appreciate her help, I guess, is basically the upshot of it. She was very helpful the other day, and I was a little bit rude because I was extremely angry. It's justified anger, but nonetheless, on a human level, yeah. Okay, so I will contact Maine pretrial and take it from there then.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
The person you're calling isn't accepting messages right now. Why don't you text them or try calling?
County Regional Communications Center. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. To reach the sheriff's office, press 1. To reach the jail, press 2. If you are
Waldo County Corrections.
Hi. I am wondering if you could, any chance you could tell me if Rick Otto is in? I tried him directly, but I couldn't get through. Is there any chance that he's in his office or in the area today?